Ma'am Albert.
We have a request from the audience.
Naglakbay ako sa ating magandang mundo, nadamang maraming sa balikan. Nakita ang ganda ng aking mundo, halina't tumayo muna rito.
Twas the week before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Actually, that's not true at all. Metro Manila, bustling, sprawling Southeast Asian capital of the Philippines, home to somewhere between 12 to 20 million people, the world's most densely populated city. But it is Christmas.
The sound of carols fills the air.
A twinkly, festive wonderland where the mostly Catholic population take their holiday season very seriously.
Merry Christmas!
Because Filipinos are, for reasons I have yet to figure out, probably the most giving of all people on the planet.
Hello.
Think I'm talking shit? Keep watching.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're the band called Keystone.
OFW stands for Overseas Filipino Worker, and they are one of the Philippines' largest and most important exports. People. Go abroad, make money, improve the quality of life for the whole family. All over the world, the Philippines sends architects, doctors, construction workers, nurses, housekeepers, nannies. The entire Filipino economy relies heavily on the money sent back by more than 10 million OFWs, roughly 30 billion US dollars a year, or about 10% of the nation's GDP. Until recently, after domestic workers, the largest category of OFWs were musicians. Like Filipino cover bands. They're everywhere. On cruise ships, in hotel lobbies, bars, and of course, in Manila, where the competition is fierce and the penalties for not getting a beloved biker favorite, like, I don't know, Billy Idol, can be severe.
Sister, what have you done? Hey, little sister, who's the only one? Hey, little sister, who's your Superman? Hey, little sister, who's the one you want? Hey, little sister, shotgun.
It's a nice day to start again. Come on, it's a nice day for a white wedding.
Know this, pampered rock and roll stars. At any given moment, somewhere in the Philippines, there is at least one person, and probably many more, who can step in and do your act better than you. And after only a couple of hours practice. It is true that I lie to my daughter and tell her that Ronald McDonald has been implicated in the disappearance of small children. That I sneer at fast food, revile it at every opportunity. But I am also a hypocrite. Because to me, Filipino chain Jollibee is the wackiest, jolliest place on earth.
Thank you. Hi, sir.
Hello, hi.
Good afternoon.
Could I have a Jolly Spaghetti with the hot dogs on it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Also, Chicken Joy. Thank you.
Sir. Jolly afternoon.
Welcome to Jollibee. There are over 900 of these things all over the 7,000 plus Philippine islands, and a whole lot more internationally, wherever there are homesick Filipinos. There's a Jollibee in New Jersey, by the way.
Nagyayaya ang ngiti, di na nga mapakali. Halika na, tara na, doon na nga ang punta. Labas lahat ng ngipin, sumagbida ang saya. Dito tayo, kung saan bida ang bata. Sa Jollibee na tayo, mas matunog, mas masaya. Sa Jollibee na tayo, wala nang iba. Sa Jollibee, bida ang saya. Bida ang saya. Bida ang saya.
I hate mascots. You know they fart in those suits. Oh, yeah. Chicken and spaghetti, and not just any spaghetti. I think it's like sweet banana, ketchup-y stuff with hot dogs. The spaghetti's deranged, yet strangely alluring. Oh, it's not a burger. It's rice. Wait, eat it in a piece? Do I pour sinister brown sauce? I don't know what it's for. Oh, that's awesome. That's what you do with the brown stuff. I hate myself.
Hi, Mom. Jolly afternoon.
Did I mention it's Christmas? The 7,000 plus islands that make up the Philippines rank #1, according to internet scienticians, when it comes to celebrating the jolliest time of year. Holiday cheer begins a full 100 days before the 25th of December, which means there's a lot to do in this town, especially if you like crashing other people's parties.
All right, party start.
Welcome to the 7 Continents Travel and Tours Corporate Christmas Party, held in the fabulous banquet room of the downtown Pearl Garden Hotel.
Outstanding.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Very Catholic country.
Very Catholic country, about 80-something%. Christmas starts in September.
Really?
It starts in September. You go to the mall, you start hearing the carols, and then it ends
I would lose my mind.
Yeah, so at 12 midnight of September 1, everyone greets Merry Christmas on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's a lechon on the menu.
Yes.
I have very fond memories of the last time I had lechon in the Philippines. In fact, not to kiss your ass, but it is the finest pig I've ever had. Amazing.
Providing these babies to holiday parties is big business. And standards here, where pork is king and the lechon the best in the world, very, very high. Today, our little friend is prepared the old-school way. Turned slowly on a spit over coals for hours. Oh, delicious, delicious lechon.
know, during this time of the year, because a lot of Christmas parties, and the lechon is always the star of the party.
They gauge how grand the party is by the presence of the lechon. So if you have 2 lechons, you must be a big shot.
Man, that is good pig.
So, my name is Jimmy Belleza. I'm the HR director. And I'm also the happiness guru of the Philippines. So we have to be happy in the season to be jolly.
The taste of Christmas.
All right, guys, ready?
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh.
As we all know, one must, at a holiday party, drink. Then get drunk and tell off the boss. This I expected and was prepared to do. But the games, I was a little surprised by.
Wow, ladies.
Musical chair.
Then, if I remember correctly, I totally kicked ass at a game of drunken musical chairs. But I can't be absolutely certain. I told them I was Bob from accounting.
Damn, girl.
When they find out, things could get awkward.
Hello. Hello, hello, please.
One halo-halo.
Thanks so much. Thank you, ladies. This is wonderful. I don't even know what half of these ingredients are. I mean, it's delicious, but how is it made? What's in it? Let's find out.
Halo-halo.
Halo halo means mix mix,
Banana.
and it is delicious.
Nata di coco. Mongo.
Looking good.
An icy, milky, technicolor concoction of sundry sweet mung beans, candied fruits, and gelatins.
Sweet coconut.
Oh, yeah.
Meow. Delicious, delicious.
This is a wonderful creation. It's got that kind of like, I have to let the Fruit Loops marinate in the milk for a while. The milk kind of tastes like this. Yeah, you want one?
Thank you.
That's okay. Very satisfying. Yeah, I recommend it. This looks really good.
Night in Metro Manila, and I'm ready for my single favorite Filipino street food. Possibly the best thing you could ever eat with a cold beer. I'm talking, of course, about Cece. Hot, sizzling pig face with a runny egg on top, and bitch, you better act somebody because nothing is getting in between me and this spicy, chewy, fatty goodness.
Gonna mix it up and go?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes. There's a lot of sisig restaurant here, but here's one is the best.
This is really, really good.
This evening's dining companions, cover band, Regatta.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
You may remember them from such epic office Christmas parties as last night's.
This is the Christmas season. A lot of Christmas parties.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
A lot of work. This is a good season for you guys.
It's a big season.
All over Southeast Asia. Any hotel lobby, any hotel bar, there's a Filipino band.
Exactly.
And that is true.
And I've sat there drunk and challenged band after band. Shirley Bassey, no problem. All of Dark Side of the Moon, no problem. All of Guns N' Roses, no problem.
And that is true.
Music and singing are a huge part of life in the Philippines, so making it as a cover band, being sent abroad to perform, is a big deal. But one thing remains the same always. To succeed, you better be able to pick up new material fast.
Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, Tony Braxton,
And of course, not to
Beatles,
forget the
and
people.
Elvis Presley.
How many songs in your repertoire?
On my
Around how
repertoire,
many?
Like 1,000 already.
And if you don't know it, you pretty much can fake it real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 years from now, where would you like to be? Where would you like to be playing?
That's a good question. Like, my biggest dream is to play in Las Vegas, the US. This is my dream.
When we get to the dream, playing at Las Vegas, we want to play first. When we got there, we are the champions. If we get there.
Merry Christmas, everyone! Merry Christmas, everyone! Happy New Year, too!
Despite initial appearances, the Philippines is not all holiday cheer, warm hellos, and dancing bugs. The Filipino national martial art, Kali, is among the most brutal, the most remorseless defense systems going. It was developed to deal with some very harsh realities and a very tough, very bloody history. 3 centuries of brutal Spanish colonial rule. Invasion by the Japanese. Near the end of World War II, American forces bombed Manila, pretty much leveling the city. Ferdinand and Imelda Marcos's extravagantly corrupt regime. Martial law. Although the Philippines has remained a democracy since then, it can seem, at times, fragile.
Cheers, everyone. Now, you're both photojournalists.
Yep.
Based out of Manila?
Yeah, me. Mark lives in Mindanao.
Mindanao. Now, does a journalist need to carry a firearm in this country?
For me, yes.
In the Philippines, a press badge is no defense, particularly in the south of the country, where Mark Navales lives and works.
Mindanao has been war-torn for the last how many years? Because of the radicalization of recent years, this growing specter of ISIS, Mindanao is fertile ground for that.
Now, traditionally, the argument against journalists arming themselves is that journalists have always been able to portray themselves as non-combatants.
Yes.
There was some presumption that they would not shoot you.
Yeah.
But these days, people seem to not make that distinction.
Yes, dating back to the Marcos years even.
Since 1992, 77 journalists were killed.
Politics here can be deadly. Just before Christmas in 2009, the Maguindanao massacre claimed the lives of 58 people, dozens of whom were journalists. It was the single deadliest event for journalists in history. Mark was the first one on the scene with a camera.
There is no system of justice. There is no government attending to your needs.
Nobody's coming to save you, is that what you're saying?
No one's coming to save you.
You know, I have my family, I have my small kids.
Yeah.
For me, my last recourse there is to defend myself.
Look, it's very much a do-it-yourself culture. You can see that.
Right.
You see it in people's homes, the way they just stacked one on top of each other, built out using spare bits of metal. And it's like, nobody else is going to give it for me. I'll build it.
Right.
I'll make it myself.
Right.
There's a lot of poverty in this city, that is for sure. But there's not a sense of hopelessness or rage. You know, they decorate. You know,
Yes.
They may not have much, but they decorate.
Yes,
they sweep the street.
There's still a sense of humble ownership, in the sense of this is my home and it's going to be safe, it's going to be fine.
We're seeing some forecasts calling for up to 1 meter of rain. This is a super typhoon, and that means sustained winds well above 200 kilometers per hour.
In any metropolis, you find all the good and the bad in the world. Manila, being bigger than most, has plenty of both. Yet this is a nation of 7,000 islands, and I really wanted to see at least one more of them. But I learned about something Filipinos are only too familiar with: the typhoon. So it looks like it's going to be Christmas in the city.
Huwag ka sanang mabigla sa kilos ko sinta. Ang iisang hangarin ay ang makasama ka.
Thank you. Cheers.
I never meant to be so bad to you. One thing I said that I would never do. But
band is?
Keystone.
Keystone.
Yes.
How long have you been playing together?
Around 5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
All right, guys, here we
Awesome.
go.
Hey.
Adobo's in the house. Yes.
Looking pretty.
Thank you, thank you.
As one does, I dragooned the band Keystone in a lunch, assuming, correctly as it turned out, that one of these young punks would know how to make a good adobo.
Is there a single authentic adobo recipe, or does everybody do it differently?
Everyone would stake claim to having the best adobo, but the basic ingredients, I think, will remain the same. So it's garlic, pork. We can now add the chicken, vinegar, peppercorns, bay leaf, soy sauce.
This adobo is amazing. I mean, it's really, really good.
Oh, man. Thank you, thank you.
Delicious. And where did you learn to cook adobo?
I learned this from my mom.
So the answer, as always, to who makes the best adobo is Mom makes the best adobo. Okay.
That'll be the safest answer.
All right.
Mom.
Filipinos like feeding people.
Yes, yes.
What else do Filipinos like?
Filipinos are hospitable.
Music.
Everybody knows how to sing.
Everybody knows how to sing. They don't necessarily have to be in tune, but they want to sing, they like to sing.
We've been listening to music like on a very young age.
I'm the drummer for the band, but I'm not actually formally trained. Up to this day, I don't even read notes. But I could memorize a song. If you gave it to me like in a day, I could play
Well,
the whole
that's
thing.
pretty much you have to, right? I mean,
Yeah.
now, you guys have played abroad?
No. we have
No?
not, yeah, so it's one of the goals, actually.
5 years from now, where would you like to be?
Hopefully, we get to play for a bigger crowd, you know, because I think the fulfillment for me is actually getting more people to enjoy the music.
Thanks so much. We're Keystone.
I'm waiting for you to come back to me. I'm hoping you make it home early. The scene is all set for the evening. If Santa came now, will he never be leaving?
Filipinos speak about home with immense pride and love. And if you're an overseas Filipino worker, longing,
Good looking.
especially during the holidays.
So we can all celebrate Christmas.
Oh, come in, come in. Hello. Merry Christmas. God bless you. Hi.
It's always, always about family in the Philippines, or anywhere you find Filipinos. For Christmas, of course, everybody, those who can anyway, gets together. Like family matriarch Aurora and her daughter Annalyn,
Okay, Annalyn, you're a big help.
and Amy and Ruben, her adopted children.
Amy, can you hand me that bay leaf? Wow, it smells so good.
Also cousins, nieces, nephews, grandchildren, even some great-grandchildren.
La 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 la. I love cooking. I really love cooking. Kari-kari is one of the favorite of the Filipino people. And to make a kari-kari, I use tripes and I put the oxtail on the pressure cooker.
Wow, wow, wow.
Now the peanut butter.
Here, the peanut butter, mother.
Peanut butter, please. No more, no more. Now, the banana blossom. The eggplant. The eggplant. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. Here is the kare-kare. I hope everybody will enjoy this. Okay, it's time to eat. Amen. I'm hungry. Although we always say ladies first, I think we'll serve you.
It's okay this time? Just this once. So good. So how long have you been back in the Philippines?
In the Philippines, 3 years.
3 years now.
Yeah.
Where have you worked? Hong Kong for 5 years?
For 5 years, and then I went to America. I stayed there for almost 30 years.
Aurora is recently back in Manila after most of her life spent abroad.
What kind of work were you doing?
I did the housekeeping, you know, and babysitting.
The money she sent home put everybody here and many, many more through school, lifted them up to a more comfortable life.
And you left family behind
Yeah.
to go out there and make money.
That's never an easy decision, a painful, painful choice. Aurora's children, now middle-aged, are finally getting to know their mother.
Okay. Bring in the food inside.
Many, many, many Filipino women like you who had to leave their families, go abroad.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
Her 3 children. My eldest is about 4 years now in Qatar. Then the other one is 2 years. And then the other one is in Hong Kong.
Working conditions for OFWs, particularly in some Gulf states, can be punishing at best, abusive, or worse.
I'm a single mom with my 2 grandchildren. I really cried a lot, especially this holiday season.
Still, due to lack of opportunity at home, many Filipinos have little choice but to go somewhere far away. Find a job, money.
But hopefully, in a few years, you think they come back?
Yes.
Yeah, I hope
really
so.
ask them to go home because I'm not getting younger anymore. I need them with my side. I tell them several times they call me up, please get home soon. I need you.
Any Filipino watching will recognize this immediately. The Balikbayan box, a Christmas tradition, a way for OFWs to show loved ones, though separated by oceans, that you miss them, that you're still out there. What's in these boxes? Whatever you can send. Little things you'd casually give to a loved one if you didn't live on the other side of the world. This facility alone sorts thousands of these boxes a day during the Christmas season. Just one of hundreds of facilities like it. Some 5 to 7 million boxes a year. That's a lot of love.
So how many relatives do you think you have in America?
In America, oh my gosh.
Florida.
Seattle, California, Albert.
My ate, my elder sister, is in California.
In Hong Kong, we have at least 10. 10.
Yeah.
And then Dubai around 8. And Qatar.
I'm at this Christmas gathering today because of one of our directors, Eric Osterholm. It was Aurora who raised him. For over 20 years, she cared for and loved Eric and his sister, looked after his whole family.
Eric sent me a letter talking about you. I wanted to read you what he said. Aurora is such an incredible woman. She has an infectious and loving energy that is so powerful. I am 100% the man I am today because this woman literally raised me from when I was 6 months old, singing to me, dancing with me, wiping away my tears, cooking for me, and making me laugh at every turn. Unfortunately, like so many Filipinos, her story is not all smiles and love. She had to choose a life away from her daughter and thousands of miles from her family. There are literally thousands of people around the world, thousands of people around the world, me included, who have been influenced by her endless kindness and love.
Filipinos give of themselves, of their time, their money, their love to others. They do and continue to do what needs to be done to survive.
Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning I greet you. Small and white, clean and bright, bless my homeland forever. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow, bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is from Alberta. Oh my gosh. Wow! Oh, look at that! Oh my gosh! You cannot have it. Is that so? Yes, yes.
That's my name.
I really hope you enjoyed the simple gift I sent, and I know that my heart is with you always. I love you very much, Albert.
The warrior Bhima is tricked into a fool's errand. He seeks his parents in heaven. They are not there. Instead, he finds them in hell. He offers his parents the elixir of life, yet they refuse. They accept the fruits of their karma. This being their final test, they ascend to heaven. The story of Bhima Swarga teaches us that heaven and hell are allegories, not truths. Life is cyclical, and so is death.
I took a walk through this beautiful world. Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la.
Di ilmu pengetahuan ada Big Bang.
In science, there's a Big Bang.
Sebetulnya di wayang ada Big Bang juga, jadi kulitnya menjadi putihnya semar.
Okay, so when the universe was created, the universe is like an egg that broke.
Yes.
Okay, from the
And then-
shell,
Yes.
it's this fella
Togok.
here, it's called Togok.
Yes.
From the yellow,
Yes.
the yolk,
Bataraguri.
the teacher, the
Yes.
Batara, the teacher,
And then the putih white.
and the white of the egg is Samar.
Ini mendampingi orang baik.
Samar
Yes.
is to accompany the good. So this is to accompany the bad, the
Yes.
demon. This is to accompany the good.
So the philosophy is, without this, there is no this. Without this, there is no this.
There is no right without wrong. There is no dark without light, but each interconnects. That is
Yes.
the main philosophy. So the existence comes from the same egg.
For 1,000 years, the wayang, or shadow play, has been entertainment for both mortals and the gods. In the shadow world, everything has its opposites. At work within every man are forces both divine and animalistic. The philosophy of the shadow play is to strive for balance. You cannot kill the dominant animal urges within. You must harness them, yet not be controlled by them. Shadows that manifest on screen are more than mere relief. As they come alive, timeless tales, interspersed with subversive stories, bring the world of gods, monsters, and heroes into sync with current social commentary.
Indonesia is, correct me if I'm wrong, it's the fourth largest country in the world?
The fourth largest, but we are the third largest democracy. 17,000 islands. The majority of the population, 60%, live on Java.
And how many people in Jakarta?
Greater Jakarta is around 25 million. But
25 million.
25, that's a greater
Right.
area.
What should the rest of the world know about the fourth largest country in the world that they don't know? Because, let's face it, I think if you ask most people who are going to watch this show, tell me something about Indonesia, you'll get a total blank.
Indonesia, we are very, very diverse. Because even before Islam came, the locals, they have their own traditions, they have their own culture.
Toleransi apa? Tolerance.
The tolerance.
The tolerance.
The appetite.
The attitude of tolerance, religion tolerance, rather drop in our country.
The level of tolerance
Yes.
is declining?
Yes. But in the food, all very single food from this area go to another area.
Basically, food is a great unifier. You
Right.
see,
So
especially like
you may speak poorly of another region. Oh, they're terrible people over there, but their food is good?
Yeah, they say that if you really want to know and try every single dish in Indonesia, you have to live here for 40 years.
40 years.
So you need to stay here for a long time because every single area has its own specialty. Padang food, this is from West Sumatra. If we talk about fast food, this is the fastest food. I mean, this is way before this genre of fast food exists in the world. As you sit down, they come up with all the dishes, and the concept is you choose what you want to eat, and you only pay for what you want to eat. Here is... It's lungs, fried lungs.
Fried lungs.
Fried lungs. This is an intestine goulash. And this, basically the skin.
Fried fat and skin. Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Because this is rendang. We're very proud of our rendang. And what makes Padang food very special is the spice.
Yes.
The spice and the chili.
So good.
Yeah. You like rendang?
I do. We could eat that all day. So, I wanted to ask the traditional Indonesian shadow play. How does one learn? How did you learn your art?
All shadow puppet masters is turunan, apa?
Yes, it's all
Yes.
passed on from
Oh, it
generation to
is.
generation.
So your father did this as well. And as I understand it, traditionally, the puppet master was allowed a certain latitude to tease, provoke, or openly mock the powerful. How far can you go?
It's a bit like in the court jester,
Right.
where the court jesters are expected, to make people laugh, but at the same time, it's an opportunity also to criticize without getting punished for it. But at the same time, there's a philosophical level to it, to make the people aware of certain dangers.
Aware that kebenaran dan kesalahan itu blind.
So to make the people aware that truth and wrongdoings, it's actually not black and white. They interconnect.
From the very beginning of the universe, the universe is darkness. Okay? The universe can see lighting by knowledge, by science. But unfortunately, science make the shadow. It is the paradox. Without light, you can't seeing anything. By lighting meaning it's the knowledge, the science, the conscience, kesadaran, consciousness. You can see everything. You can see, but everything makes shadow.
Watch the shadows, not the puppets. The right in constant struggle with the left. Forces of light and darkness in an endless fight for supremacy, neither prevailing. What is good? What is evil? Who is the hero? Who is the villain? What is up or down? Black or white? What is right or wrong? In shadow play, no such final conclusion exists.
lot of money.
I think we're paying him to not play music now.
Yeah, right.
So you teach here, and you were educated in the States?
Yes, yeah. I got my second Fulbright when I was teaching as a scholar in residence at the University of California.
And your subject was the Nixon years during that period?
Yeah, after World War II.
You were also a man of the cloth, a man of faith. So the right man to talk to. We've been largely advised that we will make people uncomfortable if we even discuss the year 1965.
The year of living dangerously.
The year of living dangerously.
Yeah. What happened was basically the communists were accused of launching a coup against the government. And because of that, there was kind of justification for killing people who were suspected of being communists.
And who were they?
They're just villagers or people who, in a very vain way, associated with or connected with the Indonesian Communist Party.
Right.
Indonesia boasts one of the world's most bizarre leaders. Then 3 weeks ago, the communists staged a coup, but it misfired and the army struck back. Michael Charlton reports.
Indonesia's revolution is still fiercely on the boil as the systematic roundup of communists goes on.
With its leaders either captured or killed, the communist force collapsed.
The army led a hunt for party officials, slaughtering the largest communist party outside the Iron Curtain.
General Suharto has taken advantage of the passion stirred to try and swing public opinion hard against their rivals. The army now control all news and information.
The actual number who were killed were between 500,000 to 1 million. And many more were imprisoned, tortured, and things like that. So,
is it in the interest of Indonesians to be fully aware of what happened in '65? Has Indonesia, as a country, reconciled itself to those events?
is there eagerness to know? Yes, there is. There are many people. At the same time, there was also fear. So many people, they kept silent to avoid their family members being implicated. So yes, there is a lot of eagerness, but at the same time, there are a lot of fear.
Yeah.
And so the real political situation is
more complicated.
Yeah, more complicated.
What about everyday life thrills you here? You wake up in the morning, walk outside.
Well, you could not meet nicer people, Tony. I mean, everyone treats everyone else with respect and kindness. It's ingrained in the culture here.
You just still see certain things here that are just gone in other countries. You know, you still got people grilling satay on the street. You've got people wheeling around sort of wooden carts that have gone elsewhere. At the same time, you've got 60 million people with smartphones, all on social media, and, you know, that's opening up massive opportunities. To be a journalist here now is just a privilege.
Yeah, is this the unofficial Foreign Correspondents Club?
It is.
Very much
it is
so.
Indeed, yeah.
How long have you been living here?
Most of 18 years.
How long have you been living?
I've had 2 stints, some about 6 years. Yeah, so
Same
I came
with
back.
that.
Yeah.
2 stints. So, how are things going? I mean, this is a democracy now, yes?
Oh, it is.
I've always called it a microcosm of all the good and bad in the world, because Indonesia has everything. Democracy, it has pollution, it has environmental degradation, it's got human rights abuses. There's a lot of problems here, but one of the great things going on is these elections are free and fair, and everybody knows it.
A popular president, relative peace in the land, free speech?
Oh, absolutely.
But there are 2 subjects that there is a real reluctance to talk about and reconcile, and it's kind of weird. The years 1965 and 1975, there isn't much appetite to look at that. Why?
For reputational reasons, as much as anything, but also potentially legal reasons as well. So the two main perpetrators of the massacre were the military and the mass Islamic groups. Groups who are moderate these days, but at that time, amid that hysteria, they were involved in this kind of brutal pogrom. This was sort of hand-to-hand, slitting throats, garroting people, burying them in mass graves. Very nasty, nasty stuff. And then the second reason is there was an intensive campaign of propaganda which portrayed this massacre as an honourable attempt by Suharto to put down a communist coup.
Is it even useful for Indonesians to look at that extraordinarily painful, awful period of time?
We're journalists, right? You know, you got to believe allowing these stories to be told, you know, is going to be to the good.
You know, I don't know. I want to believe that. I really do. I do believe it. But certainly the West doesn't much want to talk about it. I mean,
No.
we were
culpable.
But yes, we were in deep. But what do you think? Henry Kissinger walks into a bar. It sounds like a joke. Henry Kissinger and a penguin walk into a bar. I'm not asking what you do, but what would it displease you if I walked over and punched Henry Kissinger in the face? Would you find that entertaining?
I would.
Would you have a frisson of pleasure even? Would you feel that justice is in some small way served?
You hate Henry Kissinger.
I fucking hate him.
Yeah.
Because in my travels, I stumble across his good works everywhere I go.
Right. Let's do this.
A rabbit punch.
No, kidney punch.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Oh, my.
Java is Indonesia's seat of power, but this home to millions is just one of seemingly countless islands across the archipelago. Bali endures as an island of legends, of magic and spirits, where ancient animist traditions blend with Hindu and Buddhist beliefs. Ceremonies and offerings are an attempt to bring harmony between the upper world of the gods and the lower world of the demons, with man balanced in between. Who is the hero? Who is the villain? Who decides what is right or wrong? Bali is as much an island of the gods as it is the demons.
I hate Daft Punk. Do you have a shot of the people getting massages by the pool while eating? This is an Emmy-winning shot, dude. It's happening right over there. So this too is Bali, I guess. Or it is now. Thank you, Jimmy Buffett, for taking a big dump on the world. Another Wagyu slider, my good man. Yes, thank you. By weight, how much human waste is generated by your average person on vacation. Look around you. Do the math. I want a water sample. I'm telling you, the fecal coliform count is going to be interesting. I'm sure there's a metaphor here. Am I bitter? Am I just old? Do I just have like a predisposition, instinctive hatred of young people? Perhaps. Enjoy the moment. The words of Baba Ram Das, be here now. But I am here now. I'm not actually having sliders. I mean, you eat those fucking things. People who see, eat, pray, love, who were inspired to come to Bali and do yoga. They have a romantic notion. They want to improve their lives in a physical and spiritual way. They would like to have an experience that they can remember. You mentioned Bali, and people think paradise. I mean, of course.
Oh, here they come. The babi guling.
Oh, yeah, I remember this dish. I love it, of course.
Maybe we could just talk really quickly about the food. Very quickly.
No, I get in VO because I've had it before. We don't need to talk about this food because I know it very, very well. I will speak incredibly knowledgeably of it in voiceover. Trust me.
You've been here before, right?
I have been here, I think 11 years ago, and it was a very different looking place. Even then, 11 years ago.
11 years is too long.
Yes. How did you get into the yoga business? Did you anticipate it would become so big, or did it start small?
Not really, honestly. It was when the Eat, Pray, and Love was shooting in the island.
So tell me how many customers you do in a day?
300 to 400 people.
That's a big increase.
It's really huge because you see the traffic, how crazy it is.
It is crazy.
Dealing with the traffic.
I mean, it's worse than Manhattan.
Well, right now that we have two big problems right now. First is waste, second is traffic. Is the tourism bad? Yes, it has its bad side. Is the tourism good? Yes, of course, right? What is Bali? What is Balinese people? What is Balinese culture? What part of this could be supported by the people who come to Bali? What kind of people do we want to come to Bali?
I think you've kind of put your finger on something that a lot of people have not. Because you don't want to just do yoga, you want to do yoga in reasonable distance of this, of these temples. If you come to Bali and it looks exactly like Cancun and Miami, why the fuck get on a plane all the way to Bali?
This is one of the 3 most piratical places on the planet. It's pretty safe around here now. It used to be in the early days when we were filming here.
You first arrived in Indonesia in '65, right?
That's right. But it was pretty hairy then.
Given that you arrived at absolutely the worst possible time, what was it about the place that compelled you to come back?
Unexplored regions, tropical animals, ancient civilizations, long memory amongst the people, mysticism, everything a schoolboy would obviously love.
You're training, correct me if I'm wrong, psychoanthropology?
Yes.
Now, are there through lines, or is there any connectivity between belief systems?
They're different, but they're all united by a common theme that they believe in the reality of the invisible world. They believe it's stronger than what we think is the reality, you know, what we can touch and measure and weigh. They would all share the belief that this is illusion, that this is only the surface of another greater reality beneath it. In that, they're fairly constant. This is Nusa Penida. This was a penal colony for Bali. They put their criminals here.
Right.
And they also believe that it is the home of the Layaks, the witches, the black magicians.
This island has not been invaded like Bali.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah, there's a bachelor party going on there. Oh, no. Just messing with you, man.
Wow.
It's big lobsters.
These have to be the biggest local lobsters I've ever seen.
Wow. In the West, we tend to think of things in a binary way. There's good and evil, life, death. You've seen every variety of human behavior in this part of the world. Always a notion of light and dark, good and evil, just not absolute ones.
You know, we call Bali the island of the gods. That's a sort of slogan for the tourism industry, but it's equally an island of the demons. I mean, I've always found useful in anthropology this concept of the left and the right cranial hemispheres. The left is the thing that we are over-dominant in the West. It handles the rational, practical, consecutive thought. Here, it's the opposite imbalance. It's the other way around. The right is the intuitive, holistic access to everything we've ever been.
That's
access
the right
to our
brain.
genetic memory, exactly.
So they know stuff we don't know.
They definitely know
No
stuff
doubt.
we don't know.
Given all the time you spent in Indonesia, do you experience life differently or in any way similarly to the way people here look at it?
No, I don't think I do see it the way people here see it. I like to think that I can see what it is that they're seeing, as it were, but I've got a broader perspective because I'm a Westerner, I'm a foreigner in a strange land. I'll never be considered an Indonesian. I'm enriched by being here because there's a greater variety of human experience going on here.
Yeah, tell me about the funerals, because we're attending one.
You are. You will be.
Yes.
Well, a Balinese funeral is a very sobering phenomenon, especially for us Westerners who distance ourselves from death. We spend quite a long time doing these beautiful offerings, all of it to go up in flames.
Ah.
So it's ephemeral art. And the idea is that we, too, are ephemeral. And this is why it's quite an extraordinary thing that you actually light the match that consumes your loved one. Well, it's in your face that we are not our bodies, because they really believe in an afterlife. They really believe that you will be coming back and you will be joining your ancestors in the meantime. It may be wrong, but it's wonderful to be able to believe that and to derive all the warmth and strength and benefit of it. Is this all human poetry, or is there something in it?
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, I've thought about, you know, as one does, you know, how I want to go. How do you want to go?
I'd be burned. I can handle
You want a
cremation.
party? I mean,
Oh, I'd rather a party, yes.
you would.
How about you? You want them all to cry, don't you? You want them
No, no, leave me in the jungle.
Okay.
I don't want a party. Reported dead.
Okay.
You know, what actually happens to my physical remains is of
Doesn't matter much.
zero interest to me. Unless it could provide entertainment value. Throw me into a wood chipper and spray me into Harrods, you know, at middle of the rush hour. That would be pretty epic. I wouldn't mind being remembered in that way.
Terus cuma harga coba dewa napi seleweng wentan tu. Nada kena kunang pisacuk kenaro buco kalau perasamu. Damang mereka nak sangu menalu ya.
Wayang is not necessarily entertainment for the people. Most of the time it's performed for the unseen. That's why it's a shadow play. It's also for the shadow world. We Balis have a lot of magical thinking. Often we believe that what happens in the real world is a consequence of what is happening in the shadow world. That's why there's so much offerings and appeasements. Every day we make offerings. Love notes, thank you notes, left around to the spirit saying thank you for keeping everything in balance. So today is the final rites of the human. Once the ashes are scattered to the sea, then begin the rites of the spirit.
So who will attend the funeral today?
The family, of course, but cremations in Bali are very much a communal affair, so the village runs it. It's not just the family.
Right. People's attitude towards the passing of a life, towards death, funerals, wakes, different here than in the West. No weeping and rending of garments.
There is a lot of...
There is.
It's at the bathing ceremony of the body, that is when the mournful event becomes a joyous occasion.
Right, but the funeral itself.
It's a joyous occasion, especially the cremation. It's a big send-off. It's a big party to send the spirit to the afterlife.
We're not talking about the end.
No. Life is cyclical. It's very much a circle.
So this is something to be happy about.
Yes, definitely. This action is to confuse and misdirect the spirits that might be trying to follow the...
Love the sound. It's beautiful.
So,
come on.
That reverberates throughout your body. And the idea is that that noise shatters the illusion between the seen and the unseen worlds. state of mind is very important for your next journey. This is where you frame that big send-off to the next life. And of course, that journey is the mystery, the unknown, because eventually the soul will be reincarnated back here.
Wantian para tu bimosenu marikanang kawake yang meloko.
The shadow play story of Bima Swarga is often told as part of funerary rites for many reasons. Heaven and hell are allegories, not truths. Heaven and hell exist right here on the mortal plane. No tears should be shed during the cremation ceremony. Tears only hold back the soul of the departed. At sundown, ashes will be released, returned to the purity of the sea. Time is circular, as is life. Death is but the beginning of another journey.
All stories should end on a beach. All the good ones do, anyway. Why should this one be any different?
confused. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Of all the places, of all the countries, all the years of traveling, it's here, in Iran, that I'm greeted most warmly by total strangers.
Hello.
The other stuff, it's there. The Iran we've read about, heard about, seen in the news. But this I wasn't prepared for.
I took a walk through this beautiful world. Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la.
Thank you. Merci. So, good to be here finally. It's taken some time. Oh, like a lot of time. Like 40 years I've been trying. Finally.
Tehran, city of nearly 8 million people, capital of Iran.
This neighborhood feels kind of like there are neighborhoods of Rome. This feels a lot like.
After all this time, I finally had my chance to see a country I'd heard so much about.
The weather's nice too. I don't know what I was expecting, but it's nice.
A big blank spot on nearly every traveler's resume.
Merci. Delicious. Thank you.
Once upon a time, there was an ancient kingdom where they found a lot of magical black stuff under the ground. But 2 other kingdoms had the key to the magical black stuff. And when they wouldn't share, the people of the ancient kingdom got mad. They voted, and their leader said the magical black stuff is ours to keep. But the other kingdoms were afraid of losing all of the magical black stuff, so they gave money to some bad men to get rid of the leader. They put back in power another leader, and they gave him money too. To some, he was a good king, but to others, he could be very cruel. After many years, the people of the kingdom got mad, this time even madder. So they scared the king away forever. And then things started to get really messed up.
Okay, that's a simplistic and incomplete way to sum up the last 100-odd years of Iranian history. But the point is, there were a lot of issues and differing agendas leading up to the explosion of rage known as the Iranian hostage crisis. Look, we know what Iran the government does. George W. Bush famously called them part of the axis of evil. Their proxies in Iraq have done American soldiers real harm. There is no doubt of this. But I hope I could be forgiven for finding these undeniable truths hard to reconcile with how we're treated on the streets everywhere we go. So forget about the politics if you can for a moment. How about the food? The food here is amazing. Cello kebab, as close as you get to a national dish, and the king of kebabs. Ground lamb with spices, a good place to start.
So what do you guys do for a living?
I export nuts. I'm a curator of contemporary art.
Which is an exploding scene here.
Iranian country has 3 different cultures: Western culture, Iranian, and Islamic culture. It's really progressive. It has changed a lot during last decades.
Yeah.
So this is the actual menu.
Right.
I would recommend you to try this one, and this one, and this one.
Okay.
Why not?
Cello kebab wouldn't be complete without Persian rice. Fluffy, long-grained, and perfectly seasoned with saffron, the rice in this country is like nothing you've ever had.
So Tony, first you should take the butter and put it on your rice. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Good.
It's very good, yeah.
It was a hopeful time when I arrived in Iran. A window had opened. There had been a slight loosening of restrictions since the election of President Hassan Rouhani. And there was optimism for a deal that could lead to an easing of crippling economic sanctions imposed because of Iran's continued nuclear program. Trade restrictions that have been very, very difficult for everyone. But there's a push happening between opposing factions in the government. On one hand, Iranians are the descendants of ancient Persia, an empire of poetry, flowers, a highly influential culture that goes back thousands of years. But the ruling clerical and military class are at best ambivalent, at worst actively hostile to much of that tradition. Severe religious-based restrictions of speech, dress, behavior were ushered in by the rise of the Ayatollah during the 1979 Islamic Revolution.
یکی میگه دیره یکی دیگه خسته فاصله ها دوره راه همه بسته
So, how does one have fun in Iran these days?
دیگه پلزه مثل رنگین کمون
This is a line that is constantly being tested. Alcohol is, of course, forbidden. You can get away with listening to rock or rap, sort of, sometimes. But you cannot yourself rock or be seen to visibly rock.
یه دوست تازه است زندگیم بارشتم بلیساز
Not everyone in Iran is delighted with what their country has become since the revolution. But even insinuating discontent can have consequences. Protesters, dissidents, journalists have been simply disappeared into the maw of the national security system.
What? It's some military place. Don't shoot, please.
Oh, don't shoot.
Yep. Let us cross the...
We are in the northernmost spit of land in Tehran. Up here in Darband, the road stops and it gets really steep. Place for Iranians to escape the heat, escape the pollution, and have a kebab and a shisha, and just kind of unwind. As print journalists, our job's difficult, but it's also kind of easy because there's so much to write about. You know, the difficult part is convincing people on the other side of the world that what we're telling you we're seeing in front of our eyes is actually there. When you walk down the street, you see a different side of things. People are proud, the culture is vibrant, people have a lot to say.
Jason Rezaian is the Washington Post correspondent for Iran. Yeganeh, his wife, and a fellow journalist, works for the UAE-based newspaper, The National. Jason is Iranian-American. Yeganeh is a full Iranian citizen. This is their city, Tehran.
The official attitude towards fun in general seems to be ever-shifting. How is fun even a good idea?
A lot of push and pull, a lot of give and take. When I first started coming here, you wouldn't hear pop music in a restaurant or,
It's
or
everywhere
now it's
now.
everywhere.
We have police, they arrest girls or women for having bad hijab or not being covered enough. But it's not that we live with the police in our head, you know?
You know, one of the first things that people will say when you say, well, I'm going to Iran, oh yeah, but don't they make women do this, this, and this?
Yeah.
Actually, not so much. Not as much as our
Friends.
friends.
Yeah.
Compare and contrast, women aren't allowed to drive in Saudi Arabia.
That's right. Or vote.
Or vote. You can drive, you can vote.
Yeah, of
Can
course.
you own a business?
Of course. My sister is an accountant. She has her own company. Girls are allowed to do almost everything, except we want to go and watch football, which is like
Can't go watch football.
We cannot.
Women's issues are often at the spear point of change or possible change here. On one hand, prevailing conservative attitudes demand certain things. On the other hand, Iranian women are famously assertive, opinionated. It's a striking difference from almost everywhere else in the region.
So why are we so friendly with the Saudis again?
It's a great question. It's a really good question.
I'm happy that you asked that question.
Do you like it? You happy here?
Look, I'm at a point now after 5 years where I miss certain things about home. I miss my buddies. I miss burritos. I miss having certain beverages with my buddies and burritos in certain types of establishments. But I love it. I love it, and I hate it, you know? But it's home. It's become home.
Are you optimistic about the future?
Yeah, especially if this nuclear deal finally happens. Yeah. Very much, actually.
Despite the hopeful nature of our conversation, 6 weeks after the filming of this episode, Jason and Yeganeh were mysteriously arrested and detained by the police. Sadly, in Iran, this sort of thing is not an isolated incident. What is okay to film in Iran and what is not? What's okay for the friendly, to us at least, Ministry of Guidance, might not be okay at all for the Basij, essentially roving young religious militias. Despite all permits and paperwork being in order, we're detained for several hours. This sort of harassment is a daily part of life for Iranians.
Please turn it off right now.
Well, I'm so glad to be here. Thank you. Hello. Hi.
Sebastian.
Good to meet you. So, people have been ridiculously nice to us. Aren't you guys supposed to be the axis of evil?
You're absolutely right. We are demonized by the media outside. You show black and white. People are demonstrating and killing and bombing and this and that, and Syria and this and that. But you never talk about the real people who are actually living peacefully inside the country, because we eventually in the future of the world. We and Americans have a very special place in this Middle East. You cannot play a game without considering Iran as a friend.
One of Farouk's many passions is ancient Persia, culinary history in particular, and he's writing a book on the subject.
How do you pronounce the specialty here? Dizi?
What they say is called dizi, which actually is the name of the pot.
That's right. It's like an earthenware.
Earthenware. Yeah.
Right.
This is one of the early dishes of humankind. It goes back to Mesopotamia 6,000 years ago.
Potato, chickpeas, water, lamb, cooked together.
Add a little fat, mash it up with potatoes and chickpeas.
That's good. What do Iranians want to eat today? It's a home cooking culture. I mean,
yes, we didn't have the culture of eating out. This is a culture of secret foods in the house. Things which are unheard of. It's not in the book.
That's
Secrets.
really interesting.
A lot of secrets.
Have you ever tried traditional Iranian food?
It's difficult because everybody says the great food of Iran is cooked in people's homes.
Yes.
This is a land of secret recipes, passed down within families like treasured possessions.
Mr. Tony, please.
Beautiful spread of food.
She's my wife, and I'm a really lucky man. She's a very good cook.
Bejan, like so many other Iranians I've met, has been kind enough to invite me to his home.
This is milk soup. Milk and chicken soup.
It's really good.
My mom said that Iranian people loves guests and they will never get tired if the guest likes their food. He's called it fesenjan.
A stew of fried chicken, onion, ground walnuts, pomegranate, and tomato paste.
And there's fruit, there's some kind of fruit.
Yes, there is the dry apricot inside this as well.
Delicious. So good.
Needed around 24 hours time.
These are very sophisticated, very time-consuming dishes to prepare. Always from scratch, and always in excess of what you could possibly need. You tend to kill your guests with kindness around here.
Tila pila. That dish is from the south of Iran.
From the Persian Gulf?
Persian Gulf.
Yes. And this one is from north. We
Halwa.
call it mahiye halwa.
Maybe if I could try some,
This one?
yes, thank you.
Of course. And that one is qeimeh. We made it with beans, meat.
So good. Fantastic food.
Man and wife, both of them working,
So
They-
it's hard to do something like
Yes.
this. That's what I've been waiting. That's the crispy rice at the bottom, right there. The
Yeah.
what's it called? Tarek. Is that?
Tadik.
Tarik.
Exactly.
Oh, lovely. Merci.
My mom and my mother-in-law, they think if they have a guest, they have to at least 2 or 3 kind of foods.
Right.
And if they make just one, they think that it is not very polite for a guest. But nowadays, for example, for my generation, when I have a guest, I will just make one food, one appetizer, and one dessert.
You know why?
And
You know why?
because it's much easier. Yes.
Times have changed. Pre-1979 Tehran was party central. But with Iran's 1979 revolution, 2,500 years of monarchy was over. The supreme leader, Ayatollah Khomeini's word became, more or less, law. Today, hundreds of thousands of Iranians are bused to his enormous shrine from all over the country. A national holiday, Khomeini died on this day in 1989. His funeral attended by over 10 million Iranians.
Down with ignorance! Viva wisdom!
All of Iranians need in the American and all of the world for friendship. Thanks.
You don't want to miss the bus.
South of Tehran, the landscape opens up. Nearly 300 miles of Iranian highway stretching to the city of Esfahan. Esfahan is Iran's third largest city. Half the world, as the saying went back when this was the capital of Persia and beyond. The city is renowned for its architecture, the grandest bridges and mosques dating back to the Middle Ages.
USA? From America? Where are you from? From Esfahan? Or from Tehran?
Tehran.
Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes, hello.
Welcome to Iran.
Thank you.
Welcome to Islam.
Thank you so much. It's very beautiful.
I'm guessing from the decor, this is a former wrestler's hangout?
Tucked deep in the labyrinth of Esfahan's bazaar, the smell of something very, very good. This shop has been here doing the same thing for 100 years. And based on the line, it must be doing it right.
I've had biryani in India. I've had it in Uzbekistan. But there's no question who invented biryani.
No. No way.
Biryani. Maybe you know the word, though this doesn't look like any biryani I've ever had. Minced lamb shoulder, onion, turmeric, cinnamon, mint, and of course, saffron, more valuable than gold by weight.
This is delicious.
Really good.
Isfahan today, one of the most visited areas by tourists.
Yeah, everybody, you know, if you come to Iran and you don't visit Esfahan, you are wasting your time.
The Royal Mosque sits astride Imam Square, the second largest square in the world behind Tiananmen in China. At dusk, families come to the square to cool off, picnic, have, yes, it looks like even a little bit of fun. morning prayer in Esfahan.
میرم تا درگاه خدای مهربون میرم میگم عاشقم خدایا میگن در جان ما این عشق سوزان را رها کن از رنج و غم خدایا.
Across town, the Khaju Bridge, where men gather spontaneously to sing.
یه جون دارم دلم میخواد دارم دلی پر آرزو بیا بیا که دل شکسته ام رو دشت غم نشسته ام یه دل میگه
Is this okay? This impromptu giving oneself over to the creative urge to stand and sing out to no one in particular? Maybe, but not okay, apparently, to film.
We gotta go. Yep, we gotta go.
The road back to Tehran. Along the way, reminders of just how far back this culture goes. The ruins of ancient caravanserais, highway rest stops from when armies, merchants, traders, traveling by camel, by foot, all passed along these same routes. This, right here, a stop on what was once the Silk Road, extending all the way to China. In this part of the world, whatever your background, bread is a vital, essential, fundamental, and deeply respected staple. And mornings at Tehran, countless bakeries like this one turn out as much as they can.
Oh, man. It smells good in here.
We have to stay in line.
No problem.
Standing on line is a daily part of life for many Iranians.
They bake these things on small stones. It gives it that texture.
This is why it's called sangyak. Sang means stone, pebble.
In the years since the 1979 revolution, Iranians have weathered wars, food shortages, and crippling trade sanctions that have caused the economy to sputter.
So I'm gonna make you a small table.
All right? Babak is kind enough to take me for breakfast.
This is called halim.
Awesome. And it's made from bulgur wheat?
Yes. And you know what is inside except wheat? It is meat. It is turkey. This is a mixture of sugar and cinnamon.
Oh, that's good.
You like?
Yeah. And this bread is amazing. So you were how old when the war with Iraq started?
I was exactly 7.
Iraq attacked, and it was a surprise attack.
Iran's 8-year-long war with Saddam Hussein's Iraq is deeply, deeply felt. Hundreds of thousands of Iranians, many of them children, died fighting in that conflict.
Were you afraid?
We were afraid. My brother was in the France for 3 years out of 8. And it was not only my brother, many young people like him. 8 years of war, you know, with a country that is supported by many big powers.
And it is worth mentioning, whatever you think, wherever we are now, that Saddam, supported by the US government and with our full knowledge, used sarin and mustard gas on hundreds of thousands of Iranians. Less known in America, known and felt by everyone in Iran.
And it was a mistake of United States at that time. They made a bad memory for Iranians.
But it's still, people are indeed really, really nice here. I mean,
Because people here don't hate Americans. You helped a coup, and then a revolution, everything, and then we captured your embassy, and okay, it's finished. We didn't kill each other. We didn't have a real fight. So it can be some political misunderstanding, which is resolved, which will be resolved, maybe, I hope.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
So far, Iran does not look, does not feel the way I'd expected. Neither east nor west, but always somewhere in the middle.
Well, it looks spectacular.
You can't have this in a restaurant. It's time-consuming, it's very expensive, so you have to, Persian cuisine has to be experienced in somebody's home.
Oh, thank you.
So this one here is called bozgorme.
It's slow-cooked lamb in yogurt, is that right?
In yogurt and saffron and egg yolks.
Nazila, prominent art gallery owner, insisted I come over for lunch with her friends and family.
And here we have the sour cherry rice, little meatballs and chicken.
Sour cherries. More than any other nation, I think we love sour.
Yeah.
Rahim, the cook, has been with the family for generations. Rice mixed with yogurt and saffron, baked into a crispy dome. Don't think of rice as a side dish around here. It can be the main event.
Okay, very, very good. You put far more on the table than anyone could conceivably eat. Is that?
Yeah. If you don't like your guest, you don't put anything.
And here we have kufte, which is a large, very big meatball.
Kufte Tabrizi, ground beef, onion, and cooked rice. Walnuts, dried apricots, boiled egg, and barberries.
Anyways, we are a very interesting nation.
Indeed, and very confusing.
Extremely confusing,
For me, the contradictions are just enormous.
Iranians, we take you to our house and we take you to our hearts and all of that. And in that way, we are extreme. You know, we are extremists in so many ways.
So good. Okay. You see this tortured relationship between America and Iran for many years. How do you think most Americans will react when they see this?
Start coming.
It is very important for us as Iranians to get through, to make sure that we are seen as humans here, not the so-called enemy or the darkness of Iran. You know, like you go to anybody's house in Iran, and I'm sure they will welcome you.
The excess of evil, we're not the excess of evil. No, just normal evil, like everybody else.
10 years ago, Iran was, people, they had hope for future, young people. They wanted to travel, they had a little bit money, but because of sanction, this sanction really squeezed everybody. 8 years, no foreign investment here, and so it was very difficult time. I mean, the population is really young, 70% are under 35. And the thing is, they deserve much more than what they have now. They want to have good job, they want to, have families, but it's not possible now for them.
I hope we can have more faith in the ordinary Americans, because every little change in the policy of the Western country, it really, really affects our lives here.
The Milad Tower, Iran's tallest building and a symbol of national pride. It rises 1,000 feet in the air and looks out at all Tehran and beyond. We were out on the observation deck, taking it all in, trying to make some sense of it all. Our time in Iran was coming to an end, and it was impossible to say, was a window opening Or was it only a moment in time before it shut again? You learn pretty quickly that in Iran, there is plenty of gray area, an undefined territory. Where is the line? It seems to change with barely a moment's notice.
Okay, here it comes.
Now, it's dangerous.
This is the first time that we have experienced such thing.
Stay away from the glass.
Please find this way. Please follow me. This way.
Okay.
Please stop filming.
Last day in Iran. Night falls, and the kids, like kids anywhere, get in their rides and head for somewhere they can hang out.
Amazing
American cars.
American classics here. Where do you get them?
Old people's, yeah.
Old guys, right? And then fix them up.
Yeah.
Mustang.
Camaro. Yeah.
Firebird?
Pontiac.
That's a perfect LA car right there. Is this a car club or is this just people just come?
We hang out this way with our friends.
Awesome, all right. Well, I called out for a little delivery.
One last thing everyone's been telling me I have to try. Iranian takeout pizza.
It comes with ketchup.
What do you think about Iranian pizza?
Not bad.
Not bad.
We don't put ketchup on pizza, though.
I love ketchup.
I like it.
Beer.
I spent my youth pretty much doing this, hanging in a parking lot. Let's assume the worst. Let's assume that you cannot see any way to reconcile what you think of Iran with your own personal beliefs, that you just generally don't approve.
Yeah.
I think those are exactly the sort of places you should go.
Totally.
See who we're talking about and where we're talking about here. And
I think it's almost un-American not to go to those places, you know?
I don't know that I can put it in any kind of perspective. I feel, deeply conflicted, deeply confusing, exhilarating, heartbreaking, beautiful place.
Yeah, exactly.
American cars are crazy.
The American cars are crazy and they're fun.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you this, the Iran I've seen on TV and read about in the papers, it's a much bigger picture. Let's put it this way. It's complicated.
After 10 weeks, Yagane was finally released. But as I read these lines, Jason remains a prisoner. His future, the reasons for their arrest, are still unknown.
1, 2, 3.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you,
We'll
too.
see.
Thank you, too. Thank you, too.
For a long time, we were forgotten about. We were the joke of the country, you know? And now I think we're the ones kind of having the last laugh. It's a magical, beautiful place to live, and you know, we're surrounded by amazing things. To be able to go outside and, you know, go out and jig a fish or shoot a moose or, you know, and go out and pick some berries, and to be able to bring that to the table and create a sense of place for people. When they look out the window, they know they're in Newfoundland. And it's just about, again, celebrating all the wonderful things that we have. And I think we got a lot to celebrate, you know?
I took a walk through this beautiful world. Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la.
This is the shed. Just about every Newfoundlander, you know, this is their hangout spot, is the shed, oddly enough. It's like an escape.
It's like a doghouse.
How do I say Newfoundland? I gotta get this right.
Understand.
I know,
Newfoundland.
everyone says that, but that's not helping me. Okay? I'm gonna get my balls busted so bad.
Think of like Newfoundland. Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Newfoundland.
There you go.
Not Newfoundland.
Not Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Newfoundland, a rocky island off the east coast of Canada, extending into the North Atlantic. They may not be from here, but chefs, restaurateurs, noted raconteurs, Fred Moran and Dave McMillan were excited to explore this wild and beautiful rock with me. It's a part of Canada all its own, with its own distinctive history and culture. So, as entertaining as my Quebecois friends might be, I thought it wise to recruit some natives, Chef Jeremy Charles and his partner, Jeremy Bourdain. It's an all-dude affair.
What's on the menu today?
Codfish.
Codfish.
Yeah, or just fish.
Just fish.
Well, fish, when you say, you know, fish is cod in Newfoundland, you know? When you talk about fish, people just assume it's codfish. Living off the ocean is insane. It's unbelievable when you get out here and you see, and you're in the elements, and it makes you really respect people who work on the water, you know what I mean? Like,
Guys used to row out here.
yeah, and like, you know, but they just realize what it takes to get into the restaurant. It's not easy, right? So
Respect the fish and chips a little
respect
bit more,
the fish and chips, man.
For over 500 years, the icy waters off Newfoundland's coast overflowed with a seemingly endless bounty of cod. Fishermen from all over, as far away as England, Portugal, and Spain, came here to pull them from the sea. They built entire food cultures around the delicate, white-fleshed fish, and for most of its history, cod defined the culture here. Cod was king.
Ottawa is about to announce a moratorium on northern cod. Small independents, big company trawlers, all will have to pull their nets and dock their boats.
But in 1992, after years of overfishing, the Canadian government shut the industry down.
6 generations down the line passed down, and he's done nothing but S-H-I-T to us.
The moratorium wiped out the main source of income for the province and ended a way of life. And though it's been loosened some, the moratorium is still in effect today.
What was the spirit of the people in '92?
Think about it. Think about your #1 industry.
No one could
your
fish.
culture.
Nothing. Zero.
It went from going out to jig a fish with your family or whenever you wanted to absolutely nothing. So it just like tore the heart and soul out of people.
Like
people
no more.
change cod for
It's crazy.
tilapia?
Can I ask this though? Was it warranted, the closing down of the fishery?
Yeah.
It was.
The thing was, I mean, a lot of the inshore small guys were talking about it for years, talking about we can't keep this up, like factory trawlers, and the fish were just getting bigger and bigger. And it's like, how do you put a factory trawler that's just dragging the
Everything in
seas
the ocean.
from multiple countries, including our own, for years and
So that
years, and
stopped.
not have an effect?
It was very dark times.
But better now.
Yes,
Getting
definitely.
better.
Yeah.
From what we've seen, and the fishermen, if
The
you talk to
fishermen out
fishermen in the
there.
bays and stuff, cod's coming back.
Cod is king still.
Cod is still king.
Yeah.
What's your water depth?
140.
Okay, that's perfect. Let's give her a shot. So let's start with 2 lines and then see how much of a mess we've got with tide.
One. Yeah, I got a nibble.
There you go.
Yeah.
Lift that rod.
Oh, there you go, Fred.
Nice one.
Wow. Next one is a moose.
No. Great on.
No, you got a big fish. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, yeah.
No, go. There you go. Oh, it's a nice size one.
Yeah. 1 down, 14 to go, is it?
Yeah, go ahead, Brian. Are you guys drifting more east?
Oh, yeah. Fish on. There we go. I can see him there now.
All right.
Just keep him in the water.
All right.
Perfect. Well done yourself.
Thank you, sir.
There you go.
Oh, that's a nice size.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
That's why these things, when they stink, they bite like crazy. There you go.
Well, I think that's the most successful fishing scene I've had in many, many years.
All right.
We're surrounded by water and we're not really a seafood eating place. We live in this fish culture. It's been fishing here for hundreds of years, and fish was always not accessible to people here. It was something that was always for export.
Right.
And so the fishery is changing a little bit. I think as well, it was always just a single species fishery, and now that's diversifying.
By necessity.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's really important because we live on this island where food security is an issue.
Dale Jarvis works for the Intangible Cultural Heritage Development Office for the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, helping communities safeguard what they can of traditional culture.
What's changed as far as the way that, I'm going to try to pronounce it correctly, Newfoundlanders see themselves? I mean, something seems to be happening here as far as people here beginning to value their own products, their own traditional food ways.
Yeah.
That's a big change. And it's something that Jeremy Charles, for instance, has been doing very, very, very successfully. How important is that?
I think the one thing that has kept people here in the wake of the fisheries collapse, like the fish moratorium in 1992, so many people left, and what really has kept people here is that sense of tradition. I think sometimes there's this idea that tradition is static, and that isn't necessarily true. Tradition is always kind of changing in response to the environment. And people choose the things that they're passionate about, and they find a way to make that work. And I think Newfoundlanders have always had that tradition of making do and making things work in the situation where they are.
Here at the family-owned and operated Chase Landing, the specialty is fish and chips.
How's everything tasting?
Oh, really good, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Glad to hear.
Homemade fries, always a good thing. How Canadian is Newfoundland?
You know, we have this kind of complex relationship here in Newfoundland with the rest of Canada. You know, we're a very old British colony here, but we've only really been part of Canada since 1949. And I think for a long time, on the mainland of Canada, there was kind of this stereotype of Newfoundlanders as being, you know, poor and uneducated, kind of that goofy, newfie stereotype kind of stuff that happened. And over the past 10, 20 years, there's been a real shift in how the rest of Canada perceives Newfoundland, but I think also as how Newfoundlanders perceive themselves. And people, I think, are starting to say, hey, we don't have to just import food from, you know, the United States or Canada. You know, the stuff that we have here, the ingredients that we have here are actually pretty special.
You could actually shoot a bird and serve it in a restaurant. You do that in Montreal, you get arrested. You can shoot rabbits and serve them in restaurants.
Yeah, we have the benefit of that here, yeah.
No, this is an enormous and unique advantage.
Back at the shed, a classic fish and brews. A hearty sailor's stew of cod and hardtack.
Sweet, look at that. Whoa, what's this?
Scrunchions. Scrunchions.
Scrunchions?
Grab one. Salted pork fat.
They're crisp.
Oh, God.
Is that ridiculous?
Oh, I can just sit around and like some some shit-stained underwear. Sit there in front of a television, eat those all day like, ah.
You'll have to change them before jiu-jitsu, those the same underwear.
As what must.
Yes.
Well, look at that. It's beautiful.
Are you searching for the parts?
Yeah, just kind of get a bit of everything.
Garnish with scrunchions?
Yeah.
Soigné.
Yeah. It's pretty much the dish, you know? Thank you, thanks.
Oh, damn, this is delicious.
Oh, good? You like it?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, so good.
My grandmother would be happy. It's good.
Hunting is very much part of the culture here. Traditionally, you hunted to eat, to stay warm, to survive. And there is no game more prized than the moose. Just over 300 miles from the capital of St. John's, about a 7-hour drive through some beautiful, if rugged and wild country, is Buckens, for what we are told is prime moose hunting. A beautiful lake, rustic cabins, where a few friends can hunt and forage, and perhaps in between combing the wilds in search of the elusive moose, throw together a simple wilderness meal around the campfire. Nothing fancy, just the bare essentials.
We're drinking Sacrament from Prince Edward County, Ontario. Hinterland Winery. And we're also drinking a wine from here, the Maritimes, Nova Scotia. It's a Benjamin Bridge Méthode Classique Rosé.
Roughing it in usual style.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Are we facing up to having a successful hunt? Or...
Welcome to Newfoundland, boys. Thanks for joining us.
If this is failure, I want more.
Thankfully, fully aware of my jinx-like effect on on-camera hunting scenes, the boys have stocked our larder with many delicious things. So we're covered.
Whoa. Cotequina?
Finocchina.
What?
So,
what did you call me?
Finocchio.
Oh, that's awesome.
No.
You often eat in the rain?
Like I said, you're in Newfoundland.
It was Miami like 5 minutes ago.
You don't come here for the weather.
No, literally 5 minutes ago, it was like sunglasses.
And that's Newfoundland. 4 seasons in one day.
And how many times have you been here?
I've never been here. Well, no, never.
You guys are all like...
Whoa, wait a minute. This is your first time?
Our first time in Newfoundland. We've tried to come on a couple of occasions, but no, we've never been here.
Proud Canadians.
This is not one of the destinations that a Canadian ends up in.
And yet you decided to open a fine dining restaurant that, by definition, is seasonal and requires at least a significant part of your clientele to get on a plane and make the kind of commitment that these motherfuckers clearly have not made. And this is them.
Yeah, I mean, we just wanted to do what we love to do and cook good food and celebrate Newfoundland product.
And where do these oysters hail from?
These are Beausoleil oysters.
Beausoleil, yeah.
Named after the early Manson family killer.
Was there Beausoleil in the Manson
Bobby
family?
Beausoleil. In fact, the entire Manson family's killings were designed to draw suspicion away from Bobby Beausoleil.
I was always a fan of Squeaky Fromm.
They just let Leslie Van Houten out of the joint.
Correct.
And I hear she likes camping.
Fred and Dave do not travel light. Previously acquired stunt moose, the legs slow roasted over an open fire. The ribs of the same beast braised on the coals. A natural gravy simmers away. A cured ham brought from our generous friend Martin Picard in Montreal. But first, cans.
Oh my good God, look at that thing.
It's jellied foie gras.
Look at this thing. Jesus.
This is the proof of our low self-esteem.
A tureen of wild hare drizzled with sauce.
What?
Another tureen of pheasant, wild duck, and guinea hen, loaded with pleasing hunks of foie gras.
Oh, look at that.
A wild boar tureen.
Do you have boars here?
No.
Hogzillas?
No.
That's another thing.
Hogzilla?
I think it would be an amazing legacy for Joe Beef to introduce a foreign species to Newfoundland.
I think that's awesome.
Like, that's the kind of shit people don't do anymore.
Wow. So you're mixing canned and fresh truffle?
Yeah, because we can. The same reason the dogs eats his ass. Because he can.
After a humiliation in the wild as severe as ours, as sporting gentlemen, it is required that we discharge our weapons.
Yeah.
Repeatedly. Well, in this case, at non-living things.
All right, pull.
Got a fish.
Okay, pull.
What are the symptoms of lead poisoning?
Inability to hit a skeet.
Oh.
It's a bad place for hippies to go camp on the other side.
Yeah. Pull. Pull. Pull.
Is that the stuff you learn in West Virginistan?
Our main course arrives as the temperature drops. Moose shoulder and ribs, neck braised in red wine, wild mushrooms, and grilled Scotch lovage for the essential vegetable component, and roast chestnuts, bacon, and pearl onions.
Whoa, look at that. It's gorgeous.
We didn't shoot a moose, but we're going to taste the moose. That's good.
Wow.
Yeah, let's pass the nug. Who's nuts?
Thank you. Wow. It's good.
Moose meat, best meat, #1 meat in the world. No better meat than moose. That's for sure.
Wow. Yeah. This is amazing.
I think that it's a treat, and it's I've said for years that moose meat is the best meat. The champagne of animal protein. Well,
You're right. It is something special.
Don't even mind the rain anymore.
look at that. Like, what is that? It's amazing.
It's a great day.
He'll hop in your hand.
Would he? He
Yep.
might.
Here, look, watch.
Put something in your hand and he'll get it.
Look, he's on the camera. I really want to do this. Oh, he's gone? Oh, he's on Tony's head.
Animals love me. Yeah. I told you. I'm like St. Francis of fucking Assisi. Well, look, they really are hitting him. Well, this could get ugly really quickly. Next thing you know, they're pecking our eyeballs out and tunneling up our asses.
It's 63 feet.
Okay, we're ready to go.
Thank you, sir. What are we drinking?
A little Benjamin Bridge Brut Reserve out of Nova Scotia. Cheers.
Gentlemen, cheers.
To the queen.
No, I hate the aristocracy, man.
They don't have long.
Raymond's in St. John's is probably the best known, most celebrated restaurant in Newfoundland. It's gotten the region national, even international attention with its hyper-localized, wildly creative menus.
Wow, this is exciting. Oh, wow.
Seafood Tower, yes. Razor clams, snow crab, mussels, capelin, whelk, and sea urchin.
Oh, look at that.
Little plump sacks of goodness. Oh, God, that's good. Bocarones, I'm very excited about as well.
Whelks is my game.
Really?
Oh, love.
The bocarones are quite remarkable. This is really good.
I'm gonna pass tuna around.
I like the little berries.
Yeah, they're neat. That's funny. There's no oysters on this or clams, which is
right.
Refreshing.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah. It's only local.
Okay, here you go.
Today we're just going to do just a scallop crudo, basically raw scallop, just with a salt, fresh herbs, a few simple garnishes. It doesn't need much. It is what it is, you know? It speaks for itself.
Really? For me, the ocean, the definition of the ocean, when I think of the ocean, I think of New England, the northern part of France, you know, magnificent, steel gray, intimidating.
It's the coldest fucking water. Iceland, here.
Sterile.
Northern Europe.
Northern Atlantic.
Right. This is
it's
like
where it's all about.
Yeah.
For me, it was always where it's all about.
There's no draggers, no nothing. It's just, you know, friends of mine who gear up and who are crazy enough to jump in the Atlantic Ocean, go to the bottom. They emerge with these baskets of beautiful scallops.
All right, let's get started.
Look at the nerve that's still in it. You see it there? Fresh scallop.
Just want to keep it pretty simple, you know?
They're delicious. You can't get much fresher than that.
No, I wouldn't say.
I take it on myself to turn it into an nasturtium tacos. Tacos of scallop.
I love nasturtiums.
Wow.
We're eating Newfoundland.
Yeah.
We're so fortunate here in Newfoundland and Labrador to be able to serve wild game, moose, rabbits, partridge, grouse. It's a really big part, big staple of our menu, obviously. It's the reason why the restaurant's pretty much open, you know? Nowhere else in the country you can do that.
Heart of caribou tartare with Adler and chanterelle.
I'm enjoying this meal.
Yeah, man, it's...
Very, very, very much. It's really, really good.
Jeremy Charles, in my opinion, honestly, I would say easily top chef in Canada, most likely, you know?
As a model of bravery, determination, courage, pride, and not a false note.
We've not ate anything that's not from this island.
Well, what we got here is a cod sound. It's the swim bladder of the codfish. It just goes right up the middle of the fish. We've been toying around with this for a long time. So this is almost like boot leather, you know? It's really, really tough. So we'll salt it overnight, then we'll soak it, and then we'll dehydrate it. And this is the product you're left with. It's almost like a chicharron type of texture, you know? But my grandmother, she'd probably just render out pork fat scrunchions, and they just fry these off, you know? So what we'll do then is we'll drop that in the oil, and it's gonna puff up, becomes this beautiful chip.
Charred whelk with brejola of seal and crispy cod sounds.
What was this?
Sound floating bladder.
Bladder, yeah, I like that. Good. Bladder.
It's what?
Fried bladder.
Smell it, though. It's good, this carbonara.
It's delicious.
The onslaught of food continues. Cod fillet with cod liver quenelle, partridge profiterole, and this, the classic local staple, Jig's dinner, reinvented into a pasta dish.
It's beautiful.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
I'll go so far as saying it's the best pasta I've ever eaten.
Wow. The pasta itself is extraordinary.
Even the detail in this room is amazing. Even the carpets, if you notice.
No.
We have a pair for you.
No way. That's super creepy. I'm alarmed. As you step away from the urinal, are you shaking the last couple of drops?
Yes.
On my face every time? Wow, I don't know what to say. I'm stunned.
Last but not least, chanterelle ice cream.
Oh, it's good.
Ooh. It tastes like farmer's daughter. That musty funk, you know, in the hayloft.
It was spectacular ice cream, though, for real. I'm like I'm mad at you for not having made this already.
No.
You're the king of soft serve flavors. You've not done chanterelle ice cream, Fred. I'm kind of pissed.
Tons of it. You just never pay attention.
It's kind of dirty. In a good way. I mean, a really good way. I hope they don't find that 8-ball.
How long is the flight?
Just about 45 minutes.
45 minutes, that's enough to see, you know, all the good films that Michael Bay ever made.
I'm going to France. Not like Francophone Canada, but France. Really. A little bit of actual France, sitting about 45 minutes offshore. The islands of Saint-Pierre-Miquelon, France's last foothold in North America. French cars, French food, pay in euros, and French attitude.
We really have a French way of life here. Really. We eat French. I think we think French also, almost.
Our hosts on this otherwise male-centric brocation are Maite and her friend Hillary. People around here don't eat out much. Instead, most cook at home, often with friends.
This is sea urchin pâté.
Yes.
What? Pâté d'oursin, a sea urchin pâté. Plump sacks of roe fresh off the beach, formed into a loaf and cooked with bread, garlic, and onions, and utterly delicious.
Look at that.
This is a try.
Wow, it's pretty. Look at that. Wow, it's sensational.
You like it?
Fantastic.
Good.
Wow, that's good.
You know, this is a kind of dish for real we should do, like
That's a very
buy
good
a lot
idea.
of urchins, transform it all at once when it's at the peak of freshness, make a solid pate and serve it slice by slice, like foie gras, you know?
My mind's already racing. Urchin sausages.
Steal this recipe, dude. This is good.
Well, we'll have to call it pate maïté.
Beautiful. Oh my goodness. What an honor. I don't have copyrights on that because it's local.
Classic.
Really traditional from here.
Yes. Is it? Yeah. You've had this all your life.
Yes.
Wow.
Stuffed squid over rice.
This is family style, you know.
Nice. Wow, look at that.
Cover my day.
Oh, thank you.
Do you want some rice with it?
Wow.
You know, traditional and family meal.
Yeah. You're an amazing cook.
Thank you.
This is really great.
Maybe you're gonna have to open a small little restaurant. Did you ever think of that?
Well, I'm planning to open a pastry shop.
Really?
Yeah.
You bake as well.
Braised halibut, simple and perfect.
Halibut.
Wow, look at that.
Are these potatoes from here?
From France.
Sont les rats de Noirmoutier?
Oh no, we would like to. We love.
Les charlottes? Les belles de Fontenay?
Your knowledge of tubers is dazzling.
Fred has an incredible amount of pedantic knowledge about several subjects.
Oh, wow, this is great.
At this point, there's only one thing missing.
Oh, wow. Wow.
No
look
way.
at this.
Local cheese. Glorious cheese.
This is
This is a tarte crème d'amande.
With urchins.
No. With baked apples and blackberries from here.
fantastic.
You have to open a little table d'invité or something like that. You have so much talent in cooking and sourcing and talking about it. Don't stick to the pastry shop. That's my gut feeling. I mean,
I want to talk to you about financials as well. I want to talk to you, no, but I want to talk to you about how when you say tea shop and there's no money in it.
You have to sell wine.
They'll make a small wine bar. But wine bar is a license to print money.
Wow. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
I'm so happy with this cheese. The meal in general, all of it was fantastic.
It was a brilliant
so happy.
meal. It's a grand repas.
This is the meal I needed. This is really a throwback. This is the sort of meal that you have a hard time finding in France now.
Yeah.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You really have a hard time finding a true, proud French regional meal.
It's incredibly difficult.
I am above all things a man of the people, a regular Joe, a man as moved by a simple slab of mom's meatloaf as I am of lark's tongues in aspic, studded with truffles and moistened with the tears of baby unicorn. Big R's provides the local version of comfort food that all of us, chefs and regulars, want and need.
Right, now correct me if I'm wrong. The indigenous specialties would be the jig's dinner.
Yeah.
And we got to get the funyuns, the bunions, the scrunchions.
Scrunchions?
The
Scrunchions. You think they can whip up some beets and goat cheese for me?
Fried bologna, and don't sneer, it's awesome. And you gotta have some fried clam strips, for Dave anyway. Liver and onions for Fred. Pan-fried cod's tongues. They call it a jig's dinner. Perhaps the ultimate Newfoundland classic. Like a pot au feu or a New England boiled dinner. Basically, boiled salt beef, cabbage, turnips, potatoes, and peas pudding. Topped with gravy. Preferably lots of gravy.
Oh, this is magnificent.
This is something you have at your grandmother's house on the
Really?
weekend.
It's basically pot au feu.
That's beautiful.
And when gravy's this, without
Yes,
no
100%.
apology.
Yeah, no apologies. Yeah.
By the way, who can make the more cookbook-ready plate? Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I love this gravy.
Give the boys the recipe for the Joe beef Swiss chard.
Oh, it's amazing. We have a lot of Swiss chard in the restaurant.
And the gardens as
And for years and years and years, we used to serve it to customers, and they never liked it.
Wow.
So what we started doing is we split the stems from the greens. We'll take the stems, we'll blanch them like in the presto oven, then we'll juice them.
I'm happy.
We'll take the juice, reduce it, then we'll char lightly the leaves.
Clam strip.
Thank you kindly.
We'll chop them, ciselé, and we'll combine both with a bit of butter.
Swap you a little bit of bologna for a clam strip. Okay,
Okay,
I'm going in.
Sometimes we put the peppers that we smoke in the smoker.
All right. Cheers.
We'll bake it in the oven with Parmesan cheese and breadcrumb, and then we'll toss it in the garbage.
Immediately.
You know what I like to do on a Sausage Fest themed show like this one? I like to get liquored up and throw axes at a target, hoping, of course, they don't bounce off and sink into my groin or somebody else's groin. I hate when that happens.
Have you done this before?
I've thrown axes. I throw axes.
I had a throwing axe board in the back of Joe Beef until I realized it wasn't really safe.
All right,
Try not to cut your own ear off.
You want to draw back nice and slow over your head. Lean right in. When your arm is straight out and it's parallel with the ground, that's when you're
That's when you release.
That's it.
Is there a William Tell kind of story in Newfoundland with a cod over the head and the father that threw the axe?
Not yet, not yet. Do it proud.
Go, Fred.
Got him. Well, watch your head there. All right, so far we kind of suck. This is not encouraging.
Try the double hand, yeah. Almost close.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put my axe to good use and cut a little bit of that Munster cheese in that.
Now you're talking. Let's have a little pork and some stinky cheese. It'll become Thor the Thunder God. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try again. I will get this right. We're going back to drinking after this, I can tell you right now. Something I excel at.
Oh, yes. Wow. Now I'm making my David tattoo even bigger.
I'm gonna concentrate. I'm gonna think of someone I really, 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 really hate.
Yes!
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, fuck you.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Let's bring the Royal Order of Screechers to order.
One final bit of business remains in this enchanted land called Newfoundland. An ancient and solemn ritual reserved for newcomers. An official welcome and initiation. A way of saying, you are welcome. You are just maybe now one of us.
Oh, there's fire involved.
It's always fun when there's fire involved.
I feel much better about this.
Today, I will be screeched in.
I do need you to take a small piece of Newfoundland steak.
Is it organic?
And yes, of course, yes. Do not worry about if you're vegetarian. There's not real much meat in it. Anyway.
Thank you
And
kindly.
David and Tony and David.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. In 1497, there was a man by the name of John Cabot. John Cabot sailed the Atlantic on his boat, the Matthew, all the way from Bristol, England to Bonavista Bay. And when he arrived, he saw lots of activity in our water. Now, he didn't know what was going on, but he dropped his bucket down to fill it up with water. And when he came up to the top of the boat, it was filled right to the rim with codfish. Now, word got out fast how plentiful the fish were in our waters that they traveled from all over to settle here and to catch the fish, sell the fish, trade the fish all around the world as a means of survival. In one place in particular that we traded with was with Jamaica, because in Jamaica, they make rum, and we loved rum. We loved it so much that we would actually get that on that wharf, and we'd kiss the fish goodbye, knowing that it was coming back to us in the way of rum. So in keeping with that time and honor tradition, I do have a little buddy for you to meet.
It's a gremlin.
This is a real Newfoundland codfish. Given the chance, this fish could have grown up to the height of 6 feet tall, weighed as much as 130 pounds. This fish won't grow any more than this because it's dead. I do need you all to pucker up and give this fish a little kiss. Excellent, Fred. There we go.
On the lips?
You're best to go first and last, and by the Jesus, keep that tongue in your mouth. All right. Excellent.
Did you name your fish Valtrex?
I will now.
You were just in a strip club, though, right? Were you? Where did you put that mouth?
Tony, you can't catch it twice.
Oh, hear me, darling.
Oh, my God, Vince. Come on, love. Let go. Okay, this is like an aphrodisiac for you, too. Okay. And we can't have a drink without having a toast. So please wait till everybody gets their shot and we'll do it together. Okay, so here's to health and your company, and one for the lasses. Let's drink it, be merry all out of our glasses. Let's drink it, be merry, bad thoughts to refrain, for we may or may not ever all be here again. Up to the lips, over the gums. Look out, gullet. Here she comes. Watch her back. Okay, now, I now declare you all honorary Newfoundlanders. Awesome. There we go. David!
Oh, well, I's the boy that builds a boat, and I's the boy that sails her, and I's the boy that catches the fish and brings it home to Liza. Hip your partner, Sally the Bow. Hip your partner, Sally Brown. Full of twinning gay Morton's Harbor all around the circle. I took Liza to a dance with fate that she could travel. Every step that she did take was up to her knees in gravel. Hip your partner, Sally the Bow. Hip your partner, Sally Brown. Full of twinning gay Morton's Harbor all around the circle. I don't want your maggoty fish, they're no good for winter, and I can buy as good as that way down in Buena Vista. Hip your partner, Sally the Bow. Hip your partner, Sally Brown. Full of twinning gay Morton's Harbor all around the circle.
The thundering hooves of many horses. The sound of 1,000 beer cans popping open. And music. Always music. Be afraid. Be very afraid. No, really.
Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la.
There are parts of America that are special, unique. Unlike anywhere else, cultures all their own, kept close, much loved, but largely misunderstood. The vast patchwork of saltwater marshes, bayous, and prairie land that make up Cajun country is one of those places. While the rest of the USA got stitched together by superhighways, southwestern Louisiana remained relatively isolated. I-10 wasn't completed until the 1970s, finally connecting this part of the state to New Orleans, Houston, and the rest of the nation. With that came chain restaurants, drive-thrus, and strip malls. But fear not, it's still magnificently weird. Take, for example, Cajun Mardi Gras. Ordinarily, I loathe the idea of Mardi Gras. Any kind of group celebration, anything festive involving dancing, fills me with self-conscious dread. Thousands of happy drunks crowding into the French Quarter, for instance, not for me. But Cajun Mardi Gras is another thing entirely. Closer to the ancient French tradition, vaguely more dangerous, downright medieval. Cajuns do things their way, always have, always will. Whether it's hanging on to the French language of their ancestors, their music, traditions, or food, Cajuns fiercely keep it all vibrantly alive. Boudin is the ubiquitous sausage of Cajun country, and judging by the lineup at the drive-thru, Billy's Boudin is pretty damn popular.
So this is a boudin ball stuffed with pepper jack cheese, which I believe Billy's is responsible for its invention.
What's that, like ground up sausage and molten cheese, battered and fried? Who's gonna hate that? No one.
In addition to boudin, breakfast around here wouldn't be complete without some cracklings, and of course, a cold beer.
My father's first language is French. I mean, as a kid, for him, he was whipped at school for speaking French.
Yeah, I mean, look, is it fair to say that at most points in its history, the Cajuns have been, if not a despised minority, aggressively marginalized minority?
Our depiction stops at swamp scenes and alligators, and it's so much more than that. Not just because of the food, not just because of the music, because of the whole way of life, you know? Especially Acadiana, this is the most European part of America, in my opinion.
So we're gonna eat well this week.
Yeah, a lot of good food, a lot of house parties.
Excited about Mardi Gras? My first, never been to one.
Here it's a whole different thing. I mean, the major difference is that here you are the event. If you're attending Mardi Gras, if you're running Mardi Gras, then you are part of it.
Right.
Like it's bigger than Christmas.
Toby Rodriguez is about as Cajun as you get. I met him nearly a decade ago when I came here for a boucherie. Back then, Toby and everybody else said, you got to come back for our Mardi Gras.
Give me a hand. Yeah.
We do Mardi Gras right. And so, here I am. It's the week before, and there's anticipation in the air. All over Acadiana, scenes like this unfold. Out in the yard with friends and family, kids playing, music, dancing, beer, good Catholic whiskey, gumbo cooking in a big pot.
Welcome back.
How you doing?
Really good. Good to see you both again.
Good to see you too.
Thanks.
You might call the Savoie family Cajun royalty. I know them from my last visit, and it's good to see them again. Mark Savoie was born and raised here in the small prairie town of Eunice. Together with his wife Anne and sons Joel and Wilson, they make up the Savoie family band. They've all been playing music since they were children and share a devotion, dedication to Cajun culture.
So how far does the family go back here?
Mark, here's the question. How far does your family go back here?
Well, I think back to the American Revolution, because the land that we live on was ceded to one of our ancestors, and part of that land is still in our family today.
How the French Acadian pioneers got here and ended up becoming Cajun is a long story. Forcibly deported by the Protestant British from their homeland in Nova Scotia, the Acadians became refugees, eventually settling deep in the mosquito-infested swamps and flatlands of Louisiana, a place nobody else wanted at the time. Over the years, the settlers absorbed to varying degrees other cultures: Irish, Spanish, German, Native American, and West African, among others, mutating into a distinctive culture unlike any other.
So how long has the family been playing music?
Well, my grandfather was a fiddler, but I don't know more than that.
But I have that fiddle. It's your grandfather's fiddle and your uncle's fiddle.
which was your great uncle.
Living in the same case here in the house.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing for Mardi Gras?
Running. Yes,
Running.
Running.
You running?
I believe I am.
What are you doing?
He's a captain.
What are you doing?
I'm running Mardi Gras.
What are you doing?
Running Mardi Gras. Right here.
But you know, in the old days, it was just people walking. It wasn't, it's become insane. It's become insane, more and more insane.
And every year somebody dies. I mean, every single year there's one death in Mardi Gras. Every year.
But you know, you gotta stay away from the horses' feet. You know, like a lot of horse injuries, like they're horses. So
Right.
the horses will kick you in the head or something.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there are a lot of really good reasons that you doing all these things. I mean, it's the end of winter. People are out of food.
And it's right before Lent. You know,
It's right before
not
Lent.
the last year.
Yeah, this is the last
You got in, you have to
last
stop
big party.
everything for a good while.
Last chance
Really,
to
you can
misbehave before Lent. And then the next day they go to church and get an X on their forehead.
So you go in, you got a black eye, your shoulder's out of its socket, and you get the...
You get the cross at
Everybody
church.
in church praying, getting the ashes. Sorry for everything I did. Okay.
Sorry for everything I did yesterday.
Fais dodo. Translated means go to sleep. Something a mother would say to a crying baby. This soothing phrase became, over time, something else entirely.
What the hell? Finish that. I gotta draw. It's Mardi Gras.
Apparently, Mom was just lulling Junior to sleep so she could go party. A warm-up for Mardi Gras, or simply the continuation of what seems like an endless pre-game of drinking, eating, music, dancing, and celebration. Toby, a contractor and butcher and restaurateur jack of all trades, is the host of this epic Fais dodo. And he's invited 170 or so of his closest friends. Everybody cooks. Men, women, even kids appear to have a specialty. Weather be damned. We came to party, and party we shall. Food has always tied communities here together. Cajuns traced the roots of their culture and cuisine to a particularly brutal diaspora, followed by a steep learning curve as they adapted to the harsh environment of rural Louisiana. Their culinary traditions are a direct reflection of those days.
This is Saturday, right? So we are prepping for Mardi Gras.
So these people have been drunk for how long?
About a week. Yeah.
So what part of, where am I?
Man, you're in the middle of Grand Coteau, Louisiana.
Right. Like, this is not the bayou, this is the prairie.
You're in the prairie. That's what the Grand Coteau is, big hill.
Right.
So that's like right now where we're at. You're actually at one of the highest points in Louisiana, if you can believe that. It's kind of scary,
Yeah,
right?
like 8 feet up, 8 feet
Oh,
elevation.
Yeah. Like you take a Cajun to the mountains, we might get a little woozy.
No party around here would be complete without a crawfish boil.
All right, fire up the reactor. Hell yeah.
I hope you're ready.
I'm ready. I like this thing.
Oh man, this is my baby right here.
Now, what's the appropriate term for a crawfish? Is crawfish, crawdad, mudbug?
Don't say crawdads. Down here is crawfish.
All right.
Yeah.
No other term is acceptable?
I mean, you can call them little mud bugs if you want, but we like to just call them by what they are, crawfish.
Okay, so écrivisse would not be...
Yeah, crevice. Yeah, that's French for crawfish.
All right, that'll work too?
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Woo, that's good. Go for it, man. And the kids don't need much convincing.
Oh, they love them. That's the first crawfish of the season for us.
Oh, man, that's pretty. What do that with super dark sauce, man?
Yeah,
So-
just like parsnips and celery.
Ah, okay, I get it. Oh, that's delicious. What are these guys doing out there standing in the rain?
And this sounds like a good idea when drinking. A rousing game of stump, or stump and nails. Throw a hammer in the air and drive it down hard, hopefully onto a nail rather than a hand or other extremity, preferably in the rain.
How dumb do you feel if you end up in a hospital that thing sunk into your like cheek?
Only twice.
Has this happened? Only twice? Okay, good. So I like my odds.
Swing it down. Like that.
You got a spark.
Got a spark.
Whose nail is that? First shot, first kill. Josh, you have a thing.
As night falls, it's time for more food. I sit down with Toby and his friends, Lucius, Megan, and Jolie.
That's catfish cubio. Rice first, Tony.
Perfect rice.
That's a shrimp stew down there?
That's shrimp stew.
What is this? Hard-boiled egg?
Yeah.
I gotta ask though, but before I forget. Now Mardi Gras is coming up Tuesday.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I've sort of noticed it's a guy thing.
Most runs you cannot run. Women cannot run.
It is very much a boys' club. It always has been. They always say,
You support this brutal fascist regime?
Oh, no, the run at Au Capitan is co-ed.
But that's the exception, not the rule.
It is the exception, huge.
Yeah.
We had a female the other day go, I'm gonna run Mamu, and I'm like, no, you're not. Don't do it. They don't accept it.
So what happened if you were to show up?
You get chased off.
Chased off?
Yeah.
They're segregated as far as the sexes, but there are two different runs.
Yeah, but that's like Saudi Arabia, dude.
I know.
No, it's backwards here. I mean,
It's very backwards. Like, women don't have a place in a run on Mardi Gras.
Yo, we need y'all to come in a little bit because we're kind of getting cold. And we need y'all's warmth up in this mud right here.
Quitter, t'en aller, quitter Lafayette.
Ash Wednesday, man. At the beginning of Lent. Got to get all the devil out of it. And I drink a little whiskey every now and then. See, a buzzy fly high, but you got to come down to drink.
What is Creole and what is Cajun are increasingly difficult distinctions in this day of commercialization and appropriation. Anything delicious and unique is going to end up slapped on a bag in front of the words potato chips. Creole means, or has come to mean, a mixture of languages, peoples, and cultures. In Louisiana, though, it's usually used to describe members of the African-American or mixed-race French-speaking community.
Why do you think it's important that people still sing in French and
to me,
keep
that's
that
what,
language, that dialect alive?
That's what makes it Zydeco. Zydeco's always been influenced by mainstream music, but it started as French music, as Creole music. And you totally remove that from the music. A lot of times it's just rap with an accordion, or rock and roll with an accordion. You still have the French
stuff. I tell you what, I can call my mama. She's 85, writing on the phone. And she thought most of the time talk to them in French. My grandma couldn't speak nothing else.
Right. I'm having lunch today with historian and radio DJ Herman Fusilier, Creole cowboy Dave Lamel, and musically inclined business owner Sid Williams. The spot is Laura's Plate Lunch 2, popular all the time, but particularly busy on Sundays after church. Rice and gravy, fried fish, ribs, and smothered stuffed turkey wings, which I am all over like a heat-seeking missile.
Damn, that looks serious.
When you say Louisiana, they think of Cajun. Cajun is a big part of Louisiana, but Creole is a big part of Louisiana too, you know.
It used to be native to Louisiana.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the original meaning, as I understand.
It still has hundreds of definitions. But for us, it's descendants of slaves and free people of color, and it deals with the food and the music, and the Catholic Church is a big part of it too.
But yeah, trail rides and horseback riding is just a way of Louisiana now. You know, it's been going on for so long, and
music was always part of it, but the music got to be more of it, and then slowly but surely it became a party where, you know, kind of this social scene.
There's a lot of pieces coming together. You got food, horses, and music.
Trail rides go back a long way. They happen all year, but are also the way Creoles celebrate Mardi Gras around here. Kind of a moving tailgate party and barbecue. Interestingly, and I almost want to dig up John Wayne just to tell him this, Creoles are widely believed to be the first American cowboys, herding cattle in the plains and bayous of Louisiana long before white dudes and assless chaps started showing up in the West. In fact, Zydeco music was born out of cowboy culture, the rhythm of the washboard mimicking the trot of a horse on the trail.
we don't want to lose our culture, what we have here, because this is a true thing that goes on every weekend, and I think the world needs to see it, you know. Yeah, we are Creole black guys riding horses, wearing cowboy hats, dancing to Zydeco music. And
playing accordion.
Playing accordion. At one time, it maybe wasn't cool, but now if you be in country and trail riding and listening to Zydeco music, you cool.
Hunting in Louisiana marshland has been a way of life for the Acadians since they first arrived here hundreds of years ago. Back then, however, they didn't have these things, a big fan and a whole lot of horsepower. Also didn't have an infestation of wild pigs, an invasive but delicious species that are causing big problems for the local ecosystem. They're supposed to be all over, like shooting fish in a barrel, I'm told. tagging along with the Millers. Uncle Bruno is the best cook in the family. His nephew Jay, a stone-cold killer.
You know what's the technique to holding your beer? Like shit like this, look. That's the technique. Everywhere there's a tree hanging over like that little area.
They like that?
It just seems like that'd be such a good spot for them. But just not seen them yet. There's definitely problematic hogs in this area. It's just, they're not here at the moment, you know?
Well, the tracks are everywhere.
They've walked here in the past 24 hours, you
Yeah.
know? So where are they at? Where? We could try our best hog call. Just like...
Does that work?
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Yeah, that's it.
And yet, despite there being millions of invasive wild pigs in Louisiana, after terracing around the marshes for hours, we come up empty. No pig for you, Yankee carpetbagger.
I know you want to have a family dinner and all this romantic bullshit, but look, let me tell you, my grandma has the most impressive farts you ever smelled. And the best cinnamon rolls, too. So you're in for a treat both ways.
I'm looking forward.
Nope, we didn't see nothing. No pigs. It happens. I guess why they call it fishing and hunting instead of killing and catching, you know.
Yep.
Let's continue on with the beer drinking and perverted jokes. You know?
Indeed.
That's what we came here for.
There are consolations, however, for our mighty hunters. Back at the Miller home, Grandma Jackie prepares fresh-baked bread, while Uncle Bruno cooks up some traditional family specialties. Shrimp and okra, sweet potatoes, rice, of course, and pot au peu, heirloom peas from Grandpa Larry's garden. All in all, things worked out okay in the end.
Bless us, Lord, in these thy gifts, which we are about to receive from thy bounty, through Christ our Lord. Amen.
And good food, good meat. Great God, let's eat.
Let's eat.
God damn it, let's eat. You gotta pray before you cuss. So.
As one does.
It's the order before you do it.
Tony, we always start with rice.
I'm gonna get some wine for you.
Yeah, we'll start with some. Jay's gonna pour some wine.
Oh, this is beautiful. So everybody excited about tomorrow? The big day?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And then how many days to recover?
Well, we have the whole Lent to recover. Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
What's that? Thank you.
The music and the food are part of what makes us Cajun.
And the Mardi Gras is a very important part of who we are as a people. So we're keeping those traditions going. We're in starting the fifth generation in my family running Mardi Gras.
How far back does the tradition go, and where did it all start?
Back in the 16th century, and wasn't called Mardi Gras then, but it was because our ancestors who were not invited to the king's party because he invited only the wealthy people in the church hierarchy. So our people would do a street party of their own.
So it started out as a genuine need for food and a way to get it.
That's true.
One day a year that you could get it. And as I understand it, it was kind of licensed to mock the people you were
Yeah, they were
who were leaving you out of the party.
That's where the tall conical hats come from, in mockery of the queen. They were proud people and didn't want to be recognized. That's why they disguised their face, and not to feel like they were taking charity, so they put in a performance.
So at each home that we stop at, there's like a little party that goes on.
Right, so they know you're coming. And you know
it's,
you were
it's already
expecting.
prearranged. Like they know we're coming. They have a chicken and they cook something. And
So if I knew you were coming, what would the appropriate preparations be? I should have some food on hand.
You could throw money.
Right.
You could donate a couple of chickens that they could chase and grab.
Right.
basically just board up the windows and make like there's a hurricane coming. Open up the barn, put everything in the barn, lock the barn. I'm talking about down to a shovel. If a Mardi Gras finds a shovel just leaning up against the back of the house, they're gonna grab it, dig a hole, and bury another Mardi Gras.
I know.
I will be taking part in the Mardi Gras run this year, and one does not interject oneself among hundreds of drunk Cajuns without proper attire. Fortunately, Grandma Jackie is one of the premier couturières of such specialty garb in these parts.
How many masks and outfits do you do a year?
Mask, I guess I made about 50. Usually have 50 or 60 a year.
So you're working on those all year long?
Well, yes.
Almost. Jackie has created a signature nose that's unique to her.
Basically, yeah.
That she's known for.
A lot of people just say, I want a suit. Or if I have one, they say, oh, I like this one, I like this one. Now, if they come to me and they say, I want the Saints or LSU, I say, no, I make traditional Timamu Mardi Gras costumes. I don't make one that looks like Santa Claus or anything like him. They have to be traditional, or I don't make them. Here it is.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing.
There you go, Tony.
Oh, yeah.
How you like to model it for us?
Fearsome. That's great. Now, let me just try it on.
There you go. Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all you.
Give me a chicken.
Give me the chicken.
You bring on the chickens.
Look at the back.
Oh, man, it looks great.
Back on nice.
Oh,
yeah.
yes. I'm going to wear this around the house after Mardi Gras. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yours.
Hey, I've seen a lot of different people turn into a lot of different things Mardi Gras Day.
That's right. That's right.
Some of them ain't come back from it either.
You're like the voice of doom, man. I'm telling you.
Traditional costumes and revelry, a contrasting streak of bright color set against the wet, gray landscape of late winter. This is Grand Mamou, Louisiana. Early morning of the last day before Lent. And in Cajun country, that means it's time to run Mardi Gras. Men on horseback. Men on foot. In search of chickens, presumably for the evening's ritual gumbo. House to house they will go, bringing mirth, mockery, and mayhem. Cajun Mardi Gras traces its roots back to medieval France, when this was the one day of the year working poor could hide their identity and subvert the conventions of society. Old-fashioned costumes modeled on satirical riffs on the period garb of aristocrats, religious, and political leaders remain the garment of choice. Though there are also some decidedly modern adaptations. And at this point, I feel like I should be giving you some sort of parental advisory about disturbing imagery and behaviors, along with a caution not to try any of this at home. While everybody is still on their best behavior, a first stop at the local retirement home to bring a little joy into the lives of the old folks.
Ça c'est bon, ouais?
All right.
Hello, Patsy, my guitar. Come on. Hello. Hello, Patsy.
The capitaines, in purple and gold robes, keep the marauders in line. I don't know what these guys are called, but they are everywhere, providing the revelers with a steady supply of cold beer. I believe they are called enablers. It's before 9 a.m., and already everybody is thoroughly swacked. Since this is my first Mardi Gras, a rundown of the rules would be helpful.
No eye gouging. No fish hooking, no eye gouging. No groin shots.
No women, but
No
no
women.
women, and don't bring the chicken's neck.
Yeah. Oh, that's good to know. Right.
What happens if you break the rules? Nothing.
Catching chickens for the evening community gumbo is the name of the game. But you don't get chickens for free.
That's what it's all about.
You are expected to work for it, dancing, clowning, and providing some entertainment before your host release the chicken or chickens. Kind of like trick-or-treating. If your Halloween candy moved at high speed and all the other trick-or-treaters were drunk and competing for the same peanut butter cup like it was the last peanut butter cup on Earth, and they didn't care if they killed you to get it.
Come here, chicken.
Oh, damn. Wow. Grandma got that one. Whoa. Oh, shit. Oh. No, man. No chicken worth that. Oh. That takes a level of dedication. What, you're freezing cold with moist nutsack for the rest of the day? No.
And the beer keeps on coming. And I wonder if this is the kind of promotion a major brand had in mind.
I'm gonna have nightmares about Grandma flashing me your titties. Those masks cause derangement. Like if you keep looking through the mask, I feel like I got a brain tumor.
Who does your hair? Who does your hair? It's so nice.
In feudal Europe, I guess you'd describe what follows as a state of religious ecstasy. But it's evolved into something else entirely.
And there's definitely a purge vibe, right? I need a nurse next season.
Oh, yeah.
Please look into that.
I believe this might be a prudent time to employ a stunt double for purposes of amusement, comedy, and of course, personal safety. Finally, the mighty warriors return, triumphant, to a proud, if safely boarded up town of Mamou. By this time, well beyond the point of noticing such things as physical pain.
Gonna be hurting tomorrow.
Ash Wednesday marks the end of winter, the beginning of spring and Lent, where bruised from our exertions and our dimly remembered sins, we might purge ourselves of our transgressions and impure thoughts.
Be merciful, O Lord, for we have sinned.
Try even to make amends, perhaps, by getting right with Jesus, and a period of fasting and quiet reflection, or something like that. Ashes on the forehead. Ask for forgiveness for all your chicken-related foolishness of the previous day. Then 40 days of meatless meals and no sin. I got stuff to do, so I'm hitting the drive-thru for a more expedited service. It's like the express line, and so convenient.
Yeah. Hi.
Remember, you are dust, and to dust you shall return, but the steadfast love of the Lord endures forever. Amen. Thank you.
Right. I got right with God. Let's eat.
Then a drive through country roads all the way out to near Kaplan, to Sweer's Grocery, one of the more awesome locations I've ever found. The kind of breakfast spot I just love deeply. Menu right there on the wall as you walk in, so you know what you're getting.
Hi.
How you doing?
Real good now. How you guys doing today? I think oyster po' boy. Do you have crawfish etouffee as well? Yes.
Crawfish
Yeah, I gotta do that. And you do a pecan pie by the slice as well for
Yes,
dessert?
sir.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll be having some of that later. Yeah. How come my grocery store doesn't have this? Oh man, eat your heart out. Got everything I need here. Feeling pretty good about the world, considering. Minimal hangover, minimal Mardi Gras related damage, a few bruises. At my age, I should be happy I didn't break my hip. Thank you.
Pecan pie.
Thank you so much. Oh, so good. Really, really good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love this place.
On balance, my Cajun Mardi Gras experience was certainly memorable, if nothing else. And through the parting clouds of cruel winter, there is light and hope and the onset of spring.